Hey guys, so today the scheduled maintenance announcement has been released this morning. We're gonna get more about Duel, which has been the event that we've been teased for a few weeks now. Yeah, weeks. I'm not sure we're gonna see Uno in this one, because they usually what they do is send the event first and then the character in the next update. I have took a little glance at it, but I don't know much about. We're gonna check out together here as we always do now, and I'm gonna share my feedback later once we have everything done here. So for starters, we are getting the new. Why did I say it like that? We're getting the new solo hero dungeon. Infinite Cloister is the name of the new duel event. I guess it says for itself, right? We're getting a solo event. So here we have all the backstory of this event. I'll let people read for their own. I'll probably read on my own here as well, but I don't want to waste too much time here reading this. Here we have the Infinite Cloister here, just waiting for us. And just looking at this already makes me really excited. Look at this man, dude. What have I done to my boy? His hair is now white. Uno is coming. He is Uno confirmed. Entry requirement is kind of, honestly, when I saw this, I thought it was really interesting. So difficulty 1, the recommendation is 100k, which is pretty nice. Everyone can kind of get in here early to get these rings. Difficult 2 requires 400k to 700k, which is not bad. I feel like some of us already got here. But then difficult 3 requires 700k and 1 million battle power. If this event came a few months before, I would have laughed at 1 million. But 1 million now is kind of possible, but it does require a lot of time apparently. You can only enter this 3 times per account, then you cannot use tickets in this. And here we have the rewards as well. As you can see here up here, we're getting new rings. I think you can only get at that difficulty. So like you have here, that's a ring dimension level 1, but then level 3 you get a level 3 instead, which is possibly much better than the level 1. Possibly, that's definitely how it's gonna be. Materials will probably be available to upgrade the rings at the hero shop. So again, hero bullions being much more of value than GP at this point. So great. I suppose this is kind of like the ring from what's the name of the event? Abandoned Village. I think that's how I say English, where you can like get a ring as a reward, and then you can, the more you play that level, the more you can upgrade that ring into a much better ring. Which unfortunately it's not as viable nowadays, but that I always liked the idea of upgrading that ring. I thought that was pretty cool. So from what I'm understanding, this is kind of the same thing they're doing now. They're allowing you to upgrade this ring. You can get the fragments by dismantling other rings that you have. But most importantly, this red ring can only be dropped by Duel, the boss fight, and there's an extremely low chance of getting it. And as it says right here, it's the highest stat of all the rings for each difficulty. Lastly, we have infinite monster cards, cloister cards. So we have a few cards here that we can collect. The ones that have been of notice is AI. I don't know why she's here of all characters, and Chaotic Bitch. I don't know if these characters are going to be casual normal enemies or if they're all going to be bosses. I think seeing an Urka boss again would be pretty funny. Of all characters, they chose Urka. Here we could also take a little look at Duel transforming. So we are gonna get like 3 phases of this guy. Duel looks so fucking cool here, man. He should have been a character. It kind of gives me a vibe that these cards will be either common or not. Right? They are of category rare, which on its own shouldn't mean that they're hard to collect. But I don't know. Guardian of Time is also rare, but he is one of the most valuable cards as well in the game. So you beats me, right? How rare this card's gonna get. Then they talk about the anniversary, which we are gonna get a few rewards, such as the attendance log, which essentially we're getting the new visual like last time, where we got Raven. This one we're getting Max, I believe that's the name of it, which is a Season 6 pet, which is a pretty good looking pet, if I can say. So if you don't have like a Season 6 visual, I do recommend going for it. Stat wise, please don't ask me if it's worth going for it, because I don't pay attention to stats when it comes to visuals. Just pick a character that you thought it would look cool in it, and there you go. That's kind of how you do visuals. That's why I have an Aslan on my Elysis. I think she's pretty sick on that set. The other thing mentioned here, we're getting a anniversary buff event on the weekends and on July 28th to 29th. Essentially what this is a mini rainbow, if I can put it like very quickly. Like you're getting more experience, drop rate, chance, equipment enhancement and necklace enhancement. So now is a good time to do this sort of thing. I'm very mad because I just tried to enforce a plus 17 equipment and it failed. And now they send this, right? I got a lot of Grand Chase timing, man. It's so great. The other thing now they mentioned is the level growth event's coming back. The one when it's essentially I like to call the level up speedrun event. If you don't have a character that is already level 85, it's a good time to go for it now. Like I do. I don't have my Ronin or level 85, but I'm not going to be leveling up for my Ronin because I have my own reasons for that to happen. Then we got obviously the level 85 achievement gift box, which always helps out when you reach level 85, which is not a bad box by any means, right? It gives demon cores, bullions, Archimedia card box, which I personally think is still very valuable, for even if you already have everyone at level 85. There's always good rewards here anyway. Then lastly, we got the seal breakers that are going to be up until September 4th. That's a lot of time, holy shit. Which is Clara, Hexion, Checkmate, Hui, Eternal Guardian, and Blue Ocean. All these sets personally looks pretty fucking cool, so which one you want to go for? Like I said before with Max, just pick the character that you think looks best and then just go for it. If you want more technical, I guess you should go for Hui. Hui has, I think, still has one of the best, it still is one of the best pets to have in the game. Very high damage. Also cool looking set, if I can say. I really like the set. So if you want to go for Hui, I would say just go for it. But otherwise, if you don't like Hui or his set, just pick whoever you think it looks cool. Then we got the Black Hound Seal Breaker COORDI, which I think is the new one. Also pretty fucking sick Seal Breaker. They've always been hitting with these ones. Here they added some improvements to the monster card collection. When you hover over the mouse, you can see how many cards you still need to level up, which is, God bless. I was kind of really hoping that they would add this, and then they added this. Like, they heard my prayers. Card confirmation window is removed upon clicking. Confirmation window will appear. If you don't want to spend a card that you want to keep, like that one card like I do, they will ask before you do it. They also added a auto-registered card. I think it will just automatically use how many you have, how many it needs to level up, because this guy has 15 goon cards, and then after they level up, they are still are 48. It's not at level 3. So I think it auto-registered just enough to you get the next level, which I think it's also pretty good to have, right? You don't need to be clicking all the time, which, granted, I think they saw my video of me doing all the cards that I had, and they were like, man, this takes a while. And it did. It took me like half an hour, by the way. Also added a total card score, which I think is pretty good to have, just to get an idea how many points you're going to get before you fuse the cards, which is pretty good to have. Card fusion animation will be removed. Thank God. That animation, for some reason, was so weird. Like, you wait for the animation, but then the game kind of just freezes. I don't know if it was an animation error, but they're most probably also removing this because the animation takes a while. So that's also very understandable to be removing it. Pet balance-wise, we have Havoc, which is possibly the new pet we're going to be getting. Like, I would say possibly because these pets are going to be up until September, so I don't know if Havoc will be showing up anytime soon. But if anything, I think he's going to be the next one. So if you're a Havoc fan, you should probably wait for when he comes up. And lastly, all of these items will be removed tomorrow. So if you haven't done these or still haven't claimed yours, please do it now because these rewards are really good to have. That is overall the new event. When it comes to Anniversary, I don't have much to say. I just really like this, specifically just getting all of this. Character level growth event is kind of a random one, but I guess it's always welcoming. I guess there's nothing wrong with this specifically. It's always helpful for beginners and people that are returning now at the anniversary. So I do like this event as always. New COORDI is also pretty nice. I love Max. I don't know. I just personally like this design so bad. And getting a free Max for anniversary is also pretty cool to have. The one thing that I am still iffy after looking at this is the duel event itself, Infinity Cloister, because it kind of has that same problem that every event currently has. It's a grind fest, and you need to dedicate a kind of time to it to be able to get the right stuff. And the people who doesn't have the right time for this, or don't have time to farm for this, will obviously not be able to get this stuff quickly. It is kind of the same with this version of Conut. You have to dedicate some time to it, and I think people complain that, oh, you just need more grinding and stuff like that. But that is bothersome, but please try to respect your time. You know it's going to take a lot of time. So instead of getting this item as fast as you can, just take your time. That's kind of how Grand Chase is, right? It's a grind fest. Like, this game, as much as I love it, it doesn't respect your time. If you don't have time, you're just not gonna have a fun time grinding this game. It will take longer. You will probably fall off, but at the end of the day, you're all gonna get in the same place, right? So there's no point for trying to get these items as fast as you can. The point of a game is for you to have fun, right? If you're gonna torture yourself, then you need to farm for this item every day. Like, you have to ask yourself if you're having fun with this game at this point. Because if you're not, then take a break, you know? Just take it slow, take it easy, right? You don't stress yourself over it. You also are going to get these items when you play the levels. It's really just a matter of luck, time, and patience. But anyway, that's kind of what I have to say about it. I'm not really too much excited for this, but I'm looking forward, at least for the mission, because I do kind of like to see more duel, and this design is so fucking sick, and I want to see more of it. So that's pretty much it. If you want to see more Grand Chase, we'll be checking this event tomorrow. So if you want to see that, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, we see each other in the next one. See you guys tomorrow, and as always, stay safe.